Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the FV4202. It's the British Tier 8 Premium Medium Tank, and it's located on the south spawn of Cliff. And the name of the commander is FV4202. Yes, it's me again, FV4202 account. And this was my second battle in the FV4202. I'd only just bought one recently in the summer sales when it went on offer, and I wondered what all the doodah was about with this particular tank, because I wanted to know why it was so good. Well, I'm about to find out and show you exactly what the FV4202 can do. Battle has commenced. I should have said hoo-ha rather than doodah, but the fact of the matter is that it is a very good medium tank. It's got a 20-pounder gun. It was developed as part of the FV series, halfway between the Centurion and the Chieftain, which is the FV4201. And there's one of these in the Tank Museum at Bovingdon in the Vehicle Conservation Centre. Well, it's Cliff, and I'm expecting somebody to be coming up trying to climb the top of the cliff. So I'm going to park myself here. Not actually engaging in the main battle at the moment. I'm going to wait for somebody to turn up so I can put a round into their side, just as they do. I've got a gun which is capable of 230 alpha, 226 penetration with standard ammo, and I've got a lot of standard ammo, just 6 rounds of premium and 10 rounds of HE, and I'll use that later. Okay, we've got a Comet who's brave enough to actually go up to the top. He's braver than I, because I wouldn't take such a big tank up there for fear of actually getting loads of holes in it. And it looks like the enemy Arty has taken a chunk out of him, unfortunately. I'm using him to adjust my aim points at the moment. I know that if somebody goes past my reticule at that point, the aim point will pop up and then I can shoot. Nope, still can't see anything. There's plenty of tanks coming up to the other side of the map. So, as you can see, there's a whole row of them. And that poor Comet gets wiped out by the enemy KV2 from some distance away as well. He's nowhere near the hill at the moment. He's getting closer to it though. And there's one of our Cromwells is having a bit of a problem. I'm pulled forward just to see if I can hit anyone, because nobody appears to be going up the hill. Is there anybody I can hit from over there? Not really. In fact, actually it's a bit empty. There's nobody in sight. Is there somebody I can put a hole into? Maybe that KV2. That's the same one who just took out my friend. No, he's not in sight. But I think we will see him later. Oh, I know we'll see him later. Okay, now somebody's pinging the map, and I noticed there's an FV4202 just behind that rock, and he's shooting at our guys. So I pull around the corner, and I can see him. Line him up for a shot. Fire a round in. He knows I'm here now. He's pointing at me. Oh, I took a big round there. 237, but I fire a round back for 227. So I've got 2 rounds into him so far. He's only had 1 round into me. And I fire a 3rd round in and take him out the game. But I got hit by a spick in my rear. In fact, actually, can you see the round where it went in? Not really. But I fire a round back. Not with any success. But I see an Oho moving forward. There he is. I forgot for a brief second I saw him. I put a round into him. Our Wizzy 131 moves forward. I can see I've got a solution there, so I can hit him. Trying to hold it on his rear. He turns around. He's taken 2 hits from me. Fire a 3rd one in, but it deflects because the angle was wrong. I want to get a 3rd into him. Oh, and he goes down before I can get a kill shot. So anyway, I got a shot, but unfortunately, didn't get a kill. We see somebody up on the hill. Yes, it's an E25. Fire round and it goes low just below him. But he's popped down the hill because he knows he was under fire. This time round I get a shot into his top for 258. I pull forward so I can get a clear view and fire another round in. I took a round from the spick and I know whereabouts the spick is, but I'm going to pull back, okay, and get behind this bush so I'm unsighted. Still taking rounds from him, but he's bouncing off me now because he doesn't know the angles. I know whereabouts he is, and I think he's over there or he's slightly lower. Trying to work it out. Okay, I see a KV2. perfect position, and that's the KV2 out the game. So they've only got mediums, tank destroyers, a light, and 3 Arty. So I think, right, well, okay, I've got to do something here. I can't sit in this position, so I use the buildings for cover to pull forward because I'm after that spick. I want that spick. So he's obviously unsighted to me at the moment. He's going to have difficulty trying to spot me. There's the Oho. Try and get between the houses, and I'll pop up just where he doesn't want me to be. There he is. Locked on, fired a round in, 230. He bounces a round off me. This is where it gets very difficult for him because I'm going in for the ram. I get a ram out of him. And last round, I'm locked on, and he's out the game. And I've got the high caliber. Okay, now it's fun time because there's 3 Arty left and 1 tank destroyer, and the rest of the team are moving up. I've already completed my mission, which was to get damage medium tanks 3 times, 300 hit points of damage, and I got 643 and survived the battle I need to survive. Okay, but I need to complete the mission. And I'm using that dip. I've platooned with the AMX M4. He had 4 kills already, I only had 3. I see the M445 firing what I think is his mid-level, but actually that round went into the ground. And I think, yep, he's aiming at me. Oh, round goes right over my head. The M44 takes a hit. He's going down. I'm not sure if he's trying to drown or he's trying to draw me in. But the unfortunate thing is he can't get too further down, and I finish him off. So I've got the kill. And just in time, because I think my friend the Arty was about to take him out. But there's 2 other Artys left, an M44 and a GW Tiger P. And before I can get to him, the M44 is taken out by my platoon mate. And there's the GW Tiger P, and an HE round finishes him off, and we win the game, and that's a Pascucci's. So we've won. I have 5 kills apiece with my platoon mate. So let's have a look at the end of battle results. And it's only a second-class tanker for Pork U2 in the FV4202. I also picked up a Fire for Effect medal for getting more damage than hit points of my own vehicle. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. I managed to get 5. A duelist badge for taking down 2 tanks that did damage to me during the battle. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. I got 6 in that battle. A Pascucci's for taking out 2 enemy Arty. A Brothers in Arms because I platooned with somebody who had at least 3 kills. In fact, we both had 5 at the end. And lastly, I picked up the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. Now, I could have actually let that my teammate take that last kill, the GW Tiger. He would have ended up with a Top Gun, and I would have still had the high caliber. And I know you might say, well, it was a bit ungentlemanly of you to seize that last kill. But I was loaded, I did have HE, and I also knew that I'd get a Pascucci's if I got it. So I wanted that Pascucci's, so I took it. And that was a win 8 battle of 5901. Had I had more time, I might have thought twice about, say, being a gentleman and letting the other guy do it. But, you know, I had the opportunity, so I took my chance. And it worked. So let's have a look at the team scores, see where we came. And on my second battle in the FV4202, I scored 2,848 hit points of damage. Definitely top of the table there. The highest score on the enemy team is the GW Tiger P, the one I killed right at the very end. He managed to get 2,191 hit points. So he actually scored more than the AMX M445, which I was platooned with. He did actually end up with the Brothers in Arms, so he did get 1 medal. When it came to kills, the pair of us, me and the AMX M445, both ended up with 5 kills. That's 2/3 of the enemy team between us. And in fact, actually, there was only 3 other members of the team who actually did manage to get kills. So you could say that basically the pair of us carried the team, and these guys actually helped clean up afterwards. So nice work by this quarter or third of the team, because it was only 5 tanks that actually scored on the board. And when it came to base XP, I was top of the table with 1,050. The M445 managed to pick up 863, and the Scorpion 790. So let's have a look at the detail report. Well, I only fired 18 rounds during that battle. I got 14 direct hits, 13 penetration. That's the one thing about the FV4202. It does get good penetration with standard AP. I didn't switch to armor piercing to APCR at all. I actually only switched to HE right at the end to get rid of the Arty, because I knew obviously I was hitting soft skin vehicles, so it made sense to go to HE. And I did damage of 2,848 hit points, of which 822 were at more than 300 meters. I received 7 hits during that battle. 3 of them were penetrations, 4 were non-penetrations. I blocked damage of 880 hit points, and most of those were block shots from the Spic, who was actually firing at me at the wrong angle, and so the shells were ricocheting off the side of my my tracks, or they were eaten by the tracks. I spotted 2 enemy vehicles. Those were the Arty. I damaged, or the Arty and the Spic rather, I damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 5 of them, and I did damage assistance of 607 hit points. On a premium account, I earned 93,993 credits for that battle. I had a personal reserves bonus going at the same time, so I picked up another 46,997. So my grand total came to 140,990 credits for one battle that lasted 6 minutes 33 seconds. I've earned about the same amount for a frontline battle, and that lasted for considerably longer. So the FV4202 is a good earner. After repair and ammunition resupply, I actually had a profit of 125,370 credits. I received 2 bonds, one for the Pascuccis, one for the High Calibers. And I also earned 1,575 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, 158 extra because I was in a premium vehicle, and I had a personal reserves bonus for 50% going, so I picked up another 787 there, giving me a grand total of 4,095 experience points altogether. And if you want to, you can actually check out my username, FV4202, and you can actually see this is my second game in the FV4202. I haven't played another game since, so you can see in just 2 games of playing this, with the experience I've gained from playing other medium tanks, and of course the fact that this is a really good medium tank to play with. It's got good gun depression, good penetration, and good resistance. It's well worth having one of these in your armory, and if you can handle it, then I think you can make similar loads of credits. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.